My name's Camille Kerr, and I am a co-founder of ChiFresh Kitchen, which is a worker cooperative that is co-owned by formerly incarcerated folks here in the Chicagoland area. The purpose behind ChiFresh was really, how do we leverage the worker cooperative model to create economic security and a dignified workforce for, a group of formerly incarcerated and particularly Black women. The pandemic has had such a varying effect on who we are. It made us start early. It actually gave us our first contracts, and then it held us back from our later contracts. COVID has been a roller coaster for us as a business, and for us as individuals. Some of our members would have otherwise been facing food insecurity, but for the fact that ChiFresh was there providing meals. Some of them had lost their other jobs because of the pandemic, and for one reason or another couldn't access unemployment. The Cooperative Innovation Grant was the first bit of funding that ever came into ChiFresh Kitchen. And having advocates in our space on the finance side who see the potential of worker cooperatives to shift existing paradigms and create better conditions for workers, it means the world to us. We used that funding to buy initial equipment that we needed, to subsidize some meals so that people would see who we were and what we were trying to do. The faith that funding was coming in was, it changed our whole startup. The way that our current system is built has these massive barriers, bureaucratic barriers to being a good entrepreneur. And those barriers require a set of professionalism skills, being able to navigate long forms that don't actually make sense in and of themselves, and handshaking your way through privilege into rooms. And yes, it's going to be harder for individuals who weren't raised to excel in that system, but the system doesn't make sense. And it's not how it should be structured. So instead of saying, oh, you're risky because you're not good at this system, the work is to take these barriers away. Anybody who makes good food and cares about their community should be able to provide food to their community, right? And so the work is to not de-risk an individual, it's to take down the barriers that make it so that person is risky in your rubric. At ChiFresh, we prioritize working with organizations that share our commitment to racial and economic justice. And for us, that means that it's beyond wanting to put a Band-Aid on a problem and then take a picture and say, hey, we did a good job, but who are committed to seeing the long-term systemic change that we're trying to build the foundation for as well.
All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3.
A lot of times what's more important than formal TA from a professional is just giving people the space and money to try things themselves and to learn it for themselves. I do think the networks that Capital Impact provides us and the connections has been really critical as well. So the fact that we have organizations in the finance space who are dedicated or open to, who educate themselves about cooperative models has made all the difference in the world to our ability at ChiFresh Kitchen and a lot of the worker cooperative projects that I'm part of to actually get started up and thrive. We are not any 1 or 5 or 7 people's creation. We are definitely made of a village and have been upheld by that village throughout our existence. Capital Impact, y'all show up when we need you and bring your networks and your wisdom and funding to the table to make things happen.